I want to go back to Wazina's husband, who is joining us tonight, taking your calls and subjecting himself to the harsh light of scrutiny and our questions. Back to Abed. Sir, you're telling, from what I understand, your friend gave you the date. And the reason I'm telling you this is you've got to know that whenever a woman goes missing, the first place cops look is at the husband, the boyfriend, the ex-boyfriend. So naturally, they're going to look at you and ask you questions. So it's my understanding that your friend gave you the incorrect date. Is that right?
Yes, he picked that date because when he looked at the manual for the Kentucky State Regulations manual, it's turkey hunting season starts. I believe it's April 2nd, but that's the youth hunt turkey that starts on that date. And then it was not till this weekend when it's general hunting, all ages, adults, of course, starts this coming Saturday. He picked that weekend. He picked that weekend.
Okay, I got it.
Schedule.
Now, let me ask you a few simple questions. Number one, I know that you guys were in very, very bad financial trouble, that you had, in fact, filed for bankruptcy August 11, 2010. Why? Yes. How did you get so in debt?
Easy. I have a good income, and I bought two very expensive properties in South Florida.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a pharmacist.
And so when the real estate market went bust, that's when you got into money troubles. Next question. Standard operating procedure. Is there a life insurance policy on your wife?
No, there's not.
Okay. Next question. The Sheriff Clark Millsap, says you are absolutely not a suspect and that you have cooperated with them totally. Would you give them your weapon to let them do a test on it?
Of course I would. Why would I? Okay. Why would I not cooperate? That would be I would not be cooperating. I'd give them anything they want because I have nothing to hide. I'm not worried. Whatever.
And are you willing? Are you willing to perform even a lie detector test?
Yes.
All right. I think that goes a long way to help look for your wife because, you know, when police can't rule out the husband, then they get stuck on looking at him instead of looking beyond him. So you doing that would greatly help.
Media today. That was my biggest concern with the media today. I mean, you can imagine how I've been harassed and, again, all these numerous phone calls and emails from all these different stations and radios and newspapers, and I'm telling everybody, said, listen, I'll be more than glad to tell anybody whatever because I need them to understand it's not me. I'm not the suspect. And the more we harp on me being the suspect, the longer it's going to take us to get to Wazina. So, and I'm glad that, you're asking some of these very good questions because it has been, others have not asked these good questions that you've asked. People are like, this doesn't make sense. Well, there's a bunch of idiots out there who don't know all the facts. But, of course, like everybody else, it's human nature to start assuming the worst. And that's fine.
Well, I'm telling you, it's just statistical. It's just statistical. And did cops give you a hand wipe test to determine if you had any gunshot residue on your hands?
No, they did not. But no, and my guns they weren't fired because we never.
Okay, good to know. Stay with me. Abed Suleiman is with us. He is taking your calls. His wife is missing. That is the focus tonight.